Are you ever just drained from trying to keep up with the curveballs life throws at you, feeling stuck in a never-ending loop of stress, anxiety, and worry? Imagine if I shared with you 8 straightforward techniques from the old-school wisdom of Stoicism that could supercharge your ability to deal with life's rough patches with finesse and poise. Every obstacle is a chance to push forward. The stuff that blocks our way is actually the path forward. That's a gem from Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic heavyweight from back in the 2nd century. Think of yourself like a rock in a river, unmovable, as life's craziness rushes around you. That's what the Stoics, including big names like Epictetus, were all about. They focused on what mattered and shrugged off the rest. So, let's dive into the don'ts of Stoicism. What to ditch to keep your cool and stay sharp. Ditching these things can mean less stress, more laser-like focus, and being better equipped for whatever life slings your way. Here are those 8 life hacks, Stoic style, for you to mull over. And hey, if you're tuning in and hanging on to every word here, you're not just anyone. You're someone looking to dig deep and scoop up some serious life wisdom. Number 1, don't be spooked by change. Stoics are like mental ninjas who face fears head-on, especially when it comes to change, which they see as just another step towards growing and getting better. They've got this sturdy confidence that helps them tackle life's flip-flops without blinking. Marcus Aurelius, who's kind of a poster boy for Stoic cool, was all about rolling with the punches today, tomorrow, and the day after. At the heart of Stoicism is this idea: you've got what it takes to face any curveball life pitches at you. You don't need things to go a certain way because you've got the chops to handle surprises. Stoics aren't hung up on needing everything to be comfy and predictable. They don't freak out over things like a sudden storm or a change in plans because they bank on their own ability to adapt and thrive no matter what. So, what's the takeaway? Stoicism is like your personal toolkit for dealing with change. It teaches you to roll with the punches, knowing you've got an unshakable core that can take on whatever life's got in store. Number 2, sweat, not the small stuff. Life's full of little things that could drive you nuts, if you let them. Marcus Aurelius, a wise Stoic philosopher king, advises us to pick our battles wisely. Don't get bogged down by the petty stuff that doesn't really matter. He tells us to filter the noise. You don't need an opinion on every tiny thing that crosses your path. Instead, focus on the big picture. What's really going to make a difference in your life? Delving deeper, this Stoic advice is about knowing yourself and what you value. By asking, is this little hiccup worth my time? Does it help me achieve my goals or make me a better person? You become the master of your own attention. In an age where we're bombarded with info and distractions, this ability to tune out the trivial is a superpower for keeping your head clear and your purpose steady. Number 3, don't put others' opinions above your own. When someone throws shade your way, Marcus's tip is to take a sec and think about who's talking. Consider their outlook and life achievements before you take their words to heart. Often, their criticism reflects their own goals and values, not yours. So, why worry about pleasing them when you should be staying true to you? Marcus drops a truth bomb here. We sometimes care way too much about what other folks think. The real deal is to stick to your own standards and self-worth, not getting caught up in the noise from people you wouldn't even ask for advice. To drive the point home, let's get real about dealing with outside chatter. In our world, where everyone's got something to say, Marcus's words are like an anchor. They remind us to check in with ourselves and keep it real. And when it comes to criticism, it's not about taking it at face value, but thinking it through to see if there's something you can learn and grow from. By taking Marcus's wisdom to heart, you forge a mental armor that's all about self-knowledge and self-respect, letting you handle the haters without breaking a sweat. Number 4, sidestep the comeback impulse. Stoics are pretty legendary for their emotional grit, particularly when it comes to not hitting back when they're wronged. Take Marcus Aurelius. He was no stranger to false claims and underhanded digs. But his response? He suggested the ultimate revenge is actually to not seek revenge at all. Stoic thinking tells us that real strength comes from rising above the impulse for a tit-for-tat. Seneca, another Stoic sage, would tell you that anger is like trying to toss a rock at a tree that's too far away. It's pointless. To the Stoics, life's curveballs, the naysayers, and the tough times, they're just part of the deal. What matters is refusing to let those things drag you into the mud. When stuff gets tough, Stoics focus on their reaction, because that's where their power lies. Choosing not to retaliate keeps them in control of their emotions and actions. This Stoic stance is more than just enduring the blows. It's a bold display of inner might and ethical guts. By consistently deciding against revenge, Stoicism teaches us a deeper truth. Real strength is in self-control and moving on without the weight of grudges. Number 5. Commence with conviction. How many of us, at the crack of dawn, fall prey to the siren calls of our smartphones, surrendering our first conscious thoughts to the screen's glare? Marcus Aurelius, a mindful Stoic, would probably see this as handing over the keys to your mental kingdom. In today's rapid-fire world, we often let go of the quiet, reflective moments that are key to staying calm and collected. For Aurelius and the Stoics, keeping your cool in the craziness of life was everything. His Meditations is a love letter to the idea of an inner stronghold, a place of peace no matter what's happening outside. In the tranquil hours of the morning, with a fresh mind and the world still hushed, lies your chance to reclaim your day. Avoid diving straight into the digital stream and instead set the stage with intentional rituals that keep you steering your own ship. Doing this isn't just a morning routine. It's a statement that you're the boss of your attention, that you won't let the digital tide dictate your direction. Aurelius would likely advocate for starting the day fortified by self-command, drawing from the deep well of Stoic wisdom. By making this choice, you safeguard your inner calm and set yourself up for a day where you're undisturbed by the external bustle. So, as we greet each new sunrise, let's channel the Stoic spirit and anchor ourselves in thoughtful solitude to face the day's tempests with inner strength and poise. Number 6. Guard your availability. Our always-on, constantly connected culture today clashes with the Stoic pursuit of tranquility. Ancient thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca knew all too well that being at everyone's beck and call invites chaos, disrupting our inner quiet. Stoics put a premium on peace, and they'd argue that jumping at every notification chips away at our serenity. Responding to every tug on our attention means we might be valuing immediate gratification over lasting virtue. The Stoic strategy would be to take a step back from the incessant beeps and buzzes of our devices. Napoleon, although not a Stoic himself, shared similar sentiments. Keep your devices away from where you're trying to focus to maintain mental clarity. But it's more than just physical distance. It's about a mental shift too. Recognizing that you can't be aware of everything at every moment is liberating. It allows us to let go of the need to constantly monitor and control, embracing the calm that comes with acceptance. Embrace the Stoic balance of being available, but not overly so. By choosing when to disconnect, you steer clear of the whirlpool of external demands. This purposeful detachment is your passport to tranquility, allowing your spirit to remain undisturbed amid life's hustle and bustle. Number 7. Hold back on the judgment. Imagine sailing through life's storms with a calm that's unshakable, like a sky unclouded by passing tempests. A notion that echoes both Stoic and Buddhist wisdom about the fleeting nature of thoughts. Marcus Aurelius, a sage in his own right, suggests a powerful idea: the choice to not pass judgment or let waves of anger and resentment get the better of us. It's a radical thought, urging us to change our knee-jerk reactions to life's provocations. Think of it as choosing silence when you could argue, letting the moment pass like water off a duck's back. This isn't about staying silent, it's about staying in control of our words, our tempers, and ourselves. Resisting the impulse to snap back or get into pointless squabbles is a testament to our inner fortitude. It shows we're strong enough to handle what comes without losing our cool. This Stoic wisdom is timeless. We don't have to let the world's craziness unsettle our inner peace. We can stand firm in the face of turmoil, letting life's challenges wash over us without leaving a mark. So, let's hold on to this noble approach and cultivate a resilience that's calm, composed, and enduring through all of life's unpredictable twists and turns. Number 8. Steer clear of approval seeking. Epictetus, a heavyweight in the Stoic League, throws down a serious life lesson. Hunting for approval is like auctioning off your soul. It costs you your happiness and independence. Stoicism dives deep, exploring the boundaries of our influence and how we measure our self-worth. Epictetus warns us about the dangers of outsourcing our self-esteem to others, whether it's for personal achievements, material gains, or the applause of the crowd. Relying on outside thumbs up can be intoxicating, but it's also fickle and fleeting. Instead, Stoics urge us to forge our own benchmarks, to find satisfaction not in the chorus of praise, but in the quiet confidence of our own actions. In today's selfie-driven world, Epictetus's advice couldn't be more on point. We're often lured into linking our value to the number of likes or the stuff we show off. Yet Stoicism invites us to find contentment within, to align our deeds with our deepest convictions rather than chase the nod of approval from others. By adopting this Stoic mindset, we free ourselves from the tiring quest for external validation. We learn to appreciate our own journey, delighting in the process rather than the fleeting cheers of the crowd. This isn't about turning our backs on feedback or human connection. It's about maintaining our core stability and peace, come what may. Epictetus's teaching is clear. Anchor your happiness in your own thoughts, actions, and values. This way, we become impervious to the ups and downs of public opinion and discover a joy that's both profound and lasting, rooted in the fertile ground of our innermost selves. As we wrap up this exploration of Stoic wisdom, I want to thank you for joining me on this deep dive. It's been a journey of uncovering age-old insights that are as relevant now as they were centuries ago. If this video struck a chord with you, if it lit a spark of inspiration or offered you a fresh perspective, I invite you to join our community by subscribing and giving us a thumbs up. Your interaction is more than just feedback. It's a ripple that extends the reach of Stoic wisdom, helping more and more people live with purpose and resilience. And as a token of our thanks, we're gifting you a free download of our Stoic Potential journal and habit tracker, designed to assist you on your path to living a more intentional and Stoic-influenced life. Find the link below and start your journey today. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a practical guide for living. It doesn't ask us to rely on external validation or ephemeral pleasures. Instead, it teaches us that autonomy and resilience are the bedrock of a truly satisfying life. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic teachers, reminds us that the key to happiness isn't found in others' approval, but from within. By embodying these Stoic principles, we navigate life with an inner compass that points towards peace and self-confidence. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics for a life that's authentic, rewarding, and deeply fulfilling. Before we part ways, remember to like this video, subscribe, and share your reflections in the comments. Your thoughts add to our collective quest for growth and enlightenment. And don't forget to claim your free downloadable Stoic journal and habit tracker. I'm grateful for your time and eager to share more inspiring content in the future. Until we meet again, take care of yourself and keep the flame of curiosity and self-improvement alive.